What if you never slept again? Would you survive? In this video, we're going to find out exactly what would happen to your body if you went 1 week without sleep. If you're a person who struggles with getting a good night's rest, then you know just how important sleep is for your health. But it might surprise you that even 1 week of not sleeping could be fatal. So make sure you watch until the end to see how much sleep your body actually needs. After 24 hours awake, you might start to experience some significant cognitive impairments, including difficulty concentrating and making decisions, as well as a general feeling of brain fog. Your reaction times will also start to slow down, making simple tasks like crossing the street much more dangerous. Unfortunately, these impairments will only get worse as time goes on. And after 5 days awake, you'll likely start to experience hallucinations, seeing things that aren't really there. This can be extremely dangerous as it can lead to paranoia and psychosis. But the physical effects of not sleeping are just as bad. After just 3 days awake, your immune system will start to suffer, leaving you vulnerable to a host of different illnesses. On top of that, your body will start to break down muscle tissue for energy, leading to muscle loss and weakness. And if you're still awake after a full week, this muscle loss will become even more pronounced, making it difficult to move around. But the most immediate and noticeable effect of not sleeping is something that everyone experiences: fatigue. And it won't be long before you feel exhausted after just a few days awake. But this fatigue will rapidly intensify, eventually leading to complete exhaustion. But it's important to note that this isn't the same as feeling tired. You can be tired and still function relatively well, but exhaustion is a whole different story. It's a state of utter physical and mental collapse, and it won't be long before you're too weak to do anything at all. And this brings us to another dangerous side effect of not sleeping: an increased risk of heart attack and stroke. When you don't sleep, your body produces more of the stress hormone cortisol. Cortisol is known to raise blood pressure and over time can damage your arteries, making you more susceptible to heart disease. In addition, lack of sleep can also lead to an irregular heartbeat, which increases the risk of stroke. But what happens when you go 1 week without sleep? The answer is not pretty. After 7 days awake, your body will be in a state of constant inflammation. This means that you'll have heightened levels of pro-inflammatory cytokines in your body, which can lead to a host of different diseases. On top of that, your body will also produce less of the anti-inflammatory cytokine IL-10, which helps to regulate the immune system. So basically, not sleeping will lead to a weakened immune system and an increased risk of inflammation-related diseases. But it doesn't stop there. Lack of sleep can also lead to diabetes. When you don't sleep, your body produces more of the stress hormone cortisol. Cortisol can interfere with the way that your body regulates blood sugar, leading to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. But perhaps the most surprising effect of not sleeping is how it affects your appearance. After just a few days awake, you'll start to look older than your years. This is because lack of sleep causes an increase in cortisol levels, which breaks down the collagen and elastin in your skin, leading to wrinkles and sagging skin. But it gets worse from there. Not sleeping will also cause your skin to become discolored, making you look pale or even jaundiced. In addition, your eyes will also suffer, becoming bloodshot and full of dark circles. Basically, after a week without sleep, you'll look like you haven't slept in a week. But the good news is that none of this will happen to you because after about a week of being awake, your body will force you to sleep. This is a protective mechanism that prevents us from suffering from the dangerous consequences of sleep deprivation. But it's important to note that this doesn't mean that you should go a week without sleep. In fact, you should get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Anything less can lead to serious health problems.